unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil.
I love being black. All right, people.
You
This is
already
your
know
boy
what
Martin
it
G,
is.
aka the
Live,
Crime Chaser. I'm
uncut,
live,
unedited,
uncut,
tell the
and
truth,
unedited.
and shame the devil. I love being black.
Come on in, come on in, come on in. I appreciate every last one of you guys. It's been a joy having you guys following me and doing things. I appreciate it. I've met some interesting people. Interesting people. Mm-hmm. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I love being black. All right. All right, people. We here to talk. And I got a great show tonight. We should be no more than an hour or two. And man, it's a great discussion. Some of you guys probably would love to call in. Mr. Roosevelt, what's going on, Roosevelt? That's my buddy. I've been knowing Roosevelt some years, people. We've been on the battlefield together for a long time. Mr. Roosevelt, you talking about somebody that's a great person. Roosevelt is a great person. Now, we don't always agree, but we love each other. That's my brother. That is my brother. He's a good brother. And one thing I like about Roosevelt, if he got a problem with you, he'll definitely pick up a telephone and call you. I like that about Roosevelt. He's a good person. Good person. All right. We listen, people. Y'all gonna be mad when y'all see this video. It's just out. It happened August the 4th on yesterday. And today is the 5th, I believe. And this video happened in Babylon, New York. It didn't happen here in the city of Chicago. But things like this do happen, people, and we have to be aware. To be aware is to be alive. All right. Blessing to you, Chill Will crew. Blessings. Miss DJ, I see you. I see you. Miss Emma Harris, I see you. I see you. I see you. Promise you I do. All right. This topic is deep, people. When y'all see this, I'm telling you, mothers, brace yourself. More so than fathers. Brace yourself. And those of you that have a son or a daughter that's a minor, maybe having a mental episode, as we say that, and it can happen. It can happen. But you don't want no one to mistreat your son or daughter. I'm quite sure you don't want that. And it's a video right here, people. Oh my God, it's terrible. Hey, Lisa, what's going on? Hey, I'm gonna show this video. Let me drag this video over here and play this video. Listen up, people. Listen hard, closely. Listen. Call the N word. Did y'all hear that? This is how they talk to our children. This happened in Buffalo, New York. You hear that, people? That's terrible. That is so terrible, people. That is so terrible. And I'm telling you guys, these folks are not in love with black people. They are attacking our children. They are attacking our children, people. Listen.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? This happened in Buffalo, Babylon, New York. Not in Chicago.
Deal with you. Fuck. Shut your mouth.
Y'all hear that? You hear that? That's terrible. That is terrible. That is so terrible. This is serious, people. This is serious. Listen up.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with you. Fuck. Shut your mouth.
Y'all hear that? This is how they talk to our children. These are the people that supposed to serve the community. And they're talking to our black children. The young female, 10-year-old, I believe she was a female, and have an episode. It can happen to any one of us, people. Trust me, none of us are exempt from having an episode, okay, a breakdown, a meltdown. Listen up.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with you. Fuck. Shut your mouth.
Oh, God. Those of you that have sons and daughters, this is what we go through. Yeah, he did call it an N-word. Yes, he did. He did call it an N-word.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with you. Fuck. Shut your mouth.
This is what we're dealing with, people. And I'm going to say this. These white folks, they are not in love with you black people. I don't care how many degrees you have. I don't care how many accolades that you think you have, whatever. They're not in love. They've proven it over and over. And we so busy, just want to be peaceful with these people. They don't care. They don't care. I'm keeping it real, people. I got it. Somebody got to tell it. Somebody got to tell it. Somebody got to tell the truth and shame the devil. This ain't about no Democrat. This ain't about no Republican tonight or independent. This is about our children, our black children, our black children. Would have he done that to a white child that was having a breakdown? Come on now, people, talk to me. Come on, those just tuning in, listen up. And look at this, people. Now, this is where it happened. It didn't happen in the city of Chicago, so don't go out there. It didn't happen in the city of Chicago. I'm trying to put it up here now. All right, here it is right here. It happened in North Babylon. This Volunteer Fire Company, Inc., the Office of the President, 20 Hale Road, North Babylon, New York. All right. This is what they said in response. We have become aware of an incident which occurred last night, August the 4th, 2025, between a member of the North Babylon Fire Company and a minor during an aided call wherein the member is alleged to have used inappropriate language toward the minor. The member has been relieved of all of his duties pending a full and thorough investigation, whereupon appropriate action will be taken. The fire company is presently reviewing all of its training policies and procedures and will determine if further training with respect to the responding to the emergency calls is required. The fire company does not condone this behavior and deems it unacceptable. The North Babylon Fire Company Executive Board. All right. Y'all hear that now? Facebook and YouTube and Twitter X. I'm telling you, where them folks at now? They always talk about black folks. Yeah, okay. Here's another letter was written too as well. The town of Babylon. The town of Babylon is deeply disturbed by the August 4th, 2025 incident involving a member of North Babylon Fire Company and a minor. The use of demeaning and inappropriate language by a first responder during an aid call is appalling and completely at odds with the standards of dignity, respect, and professionalism our residents deserve. We understand that the individual involved has been relieved of duty while a full investigation takes place, and we expect a full and transparency review of the incident. We also expect meaningful steps to strengthen training policies and oversight to ensure this doesn't happen again. There is no place in our town for behavior that disrespects or harms the public, especially when it involves a young person or child. The town of Babylon condemns this conduct in the strongest possible terms and stands with the affected family and all residents who rely on our emergency service in their times of need. That's a lawsuit. Lawsuit, people. Lawsuit. Lawsuit. That is a lawsuit. For those just tuning in, this is what we're talking about right here.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
He said that with such compassion, no guilt. He said, you don't mean nothing to me anyway, because you are the N-word. And y'all running around here calling each other the N-word. And I've been guilty of it too. This is real, people. All right. Benjamin says, you can't train racism. Those people have hatred in their heart. No amount of training can help people like him. That's training is bull sugar. Shaking my head. Okay. Brother Lewis Ramsey said, Martin, Babylon, New York is 22 miles from Queens. 22 miles. Listen up, people. Listen.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
This is how they talk to our children. 10-year-old female. Black girl. Black girl. These are the people are our first responders. There's no excuse for this type of behavior. It's bad enough you thinking it. And really worse when you come out and say it in the open.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I'll tell you, this is real, people. This is real. Did y'all hear that? Listen real close. I got the headphone, I'm listening.
Shut your mouth.
That's terrible. White man. Well, all my black folks that love to talk about black people. Look at this. Listen to this. What do you got to say about this?
Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
Why you think some of them can do terrible things to us? Because we're nothing to them. Nothing, people, nothing. Nothing. You're nothing. With all your education, with all your worldly possessions, you are nothing to them. But what he just called that little baby, 10-year-old baby, that was having an episode, probably a mental breakdown. All right, we're going to take some calls. 872-299-0808. 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, we're going to take some calls, people. Take some calls. What is your thoughts and comments about this, people? What is your thoughts and comments about this?
Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
Yes, he did say the word N-word. He did say that. Yes, he did say that word. I want you guys to hear it. He did say that word. Listen, even if he was thinking that, brother, don't let that come out of your mouth and say that. I'm telling you, people, and he meant it, what he said. He meant it. You're nothing but the N-word. You're nothing. And I'm trying to tell us folks, these folks don't care about us at all. They have proven it over and over. Over and over. This happened in Babylon, New York. Brother Louis Ramsey says 20 miles from Queens. 22 miles. Michael Jackson said they really don't care about us. And he meant it. Listen, people.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
That poor child probably gonna get doped up. Whew, Lord have mercy. I say the same thing. Where was the parents standing at? Where was they at in this video? I tell you, parents, y'all running up here, putting your sons and daughters on that Ritalin and driving them crazy and all that. You better stop feeding them all them sugars and sweets and candies and pay attention to your sons and daughters and stop giving them that video or that tablet playing these video games. I'm telling you. It's real talk, people. I need some callers, people. 872-299-0808. 872-297-6389. This is the first responders. Every time they get caught, it's always more training. People, you can't legislate hate out of people's hearts. That is a heart condition. That's a heart condition. There's that much hate. They can't stand your guts. They can't stand the ground that you walk in. You just don't know the power that you have, black man and black woman. You don't know the greatness in you. You don't know the God that's within you. Let the God that's within you come out. Be great. It's a sad situation, people. Listen to this, people. Share this video. Make sure you share this video. YouTube, Twitter, X, Facebook. Please share this video. Get the word out. This happened in Babylon, New York, August the 4th. He said it with such authority. Such authority. This is sick. That's an evil condition. And you're right, Benjamin. It's a very evil condition. People, we have to be careful. That's why we need our own everything. When people, they get these jobs and they don't know how to act, they don't know how to be professional, that's very unprofessional. You tell a young 10-year-old, shut the F up. Then after that, you close the door, you call them the N-word. A 10-year-old girl. Thank God for the cameras. I tell people, let me just say this, people. Let me say this. I tell people we live in a good day and time. I always tell God, listen, this is the best time ever in history, because all the things that we ever been said about being treated by white folks, the way we've been treated in America, we can prove it is on camera. We catching it on camera. It's live, uncut, and unedited. They said, well, Martin, you a race beta. No, and you a race hater.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with your fuck. Shut your mouth.
I need to call people 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. This didn't happen in Chicago. Yeah. Yep, that's correct. Deborah Chambers, she said that New York City officers are number one with corrupt police officers. Well, here's a letter. The North Babylon Volunteer Fire Company, Inc. press release. We have become aware of an incident which occurred last night, August the 4th, 2025, between a member of the North Babylon Fire Company and a minor during an aided call wherein the member is alleged to have used inappropriate language toward the minor. The member has been relieved of all of his duties pending a full and thorough investigation, whereupon appropriate action will be taken. The fire company is presently reviewing all of its training, policies, and procedures, and will determine if further training with respect to responding to emergency calls is required. The fire company does not condone this behavior and deems it unacceptable. North Babylon Fire Company Executive Board. That's what they wrote, people. That's what they wrote. Who would talk to a child like that? Who would talk to a child like that? People, I'm just telling you the truth. They get mad at me for telling the truth. God showed us the Edomites that don't love us. God showed us we had to love ourselves and one another to be loved among others. That inspires us as being human beings. Edomites. Woo. All right, people. Let's call and talk about it. Now, if there had been a black person said that to the little white girl, I'll have a bunch of black folks up on here talking crazy. Come on, talk to me now. Where you at? I want to see what your comments, what you got to say about this. All right. Now, you could talk about the drive-by shooting in the community. You can talk about the dope selling and dope pushing in the community. You can talk about the prostitution in the community. You can talk about the gang banging in the community. Let's talk about the first responders. The way they are treating our people, people that look like me and you. Let's talk about that. They can't stand you because I wonder how many first responders out there that could have really truly saved a life, but they allow the person to die. God see you. God see you. He see you. I wonder how many firemen that went into a building and pretend like they didn't see a person in the corner and walk right past them. God see you. God's going to judge you. He see you for that much hate in your heart. And I always tell people, how could a people patrol your community that hate your guts? They will not do what's right about you, by you. Will not do it.
Old Trouble J.
This is real talk. Now, if this is not racism, what is it? Was he having a bad day? What is it? This is a clear example of racism. All right, we got OJ on the line. Come on, my brother. This is live, uncut, unedited. Did you see the video before you started talking? I can show it again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Okay. Well,
and I was actually on the phone with somebody who's seen it as well. I didn't actually hear him, but he said he heard him say it under his breath before he closed the door. So that's an accurate statement. But to say that, to say this, is a racism. Racism could be looked at in many different ways and many different forms, and the things that they do and the things that they say. That's a tough one, man. I don't like his behavior because it wasn't professional, like you said. He could have handled himself a little bit better. But we're talking about a 10-year-old child, whether it's black or white or whatever color this child is, you don't act inappropriate like that. But when you have a company like, when you hear that word, volunteer firefighters, these are the ones that couldn't make it in the big time. So they go get these volunteer jobs. And you hear a lot of, I've heard some statements, not statements, I've seen some times where volunteer guys didn't get a job or they were let go from that job, and then they'll start fires somewhere just so they can go put it out. Or, just cause all kind of havoc and chaos. Okay, he lost his job. Should something more be done? Absolutely. But what can be done? We just a voice. They're not going to do their due diligence out here. We got the right president in office for people to act out the way they acted out, because they've been waiting a long time for a quarterback to come in the game. They've been waiting a long time for somebody like him to come in the game. And it's unfortunate that we're still living in these times today. I mean, this is 2025. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they say we should get over it. When should we get over it? They talk about, all race of people talk about the atrocities that go on in the United States. They know they owe us money. They know they owe us a whole bunch of stuff. The 3 acres of the mule, everything. But Martin, we've marched. We've had millionaires marches. We fighting back. We doing a whole bunch of things. They say when somebody do something to you, if they hit you, don't hit them back. Call the police and let the police handle it. You heard that before. And white folks down here, they spit on you. They like spit on you just so you can fight them back so both of y'all can go to jail. That's what they do down there. Spit on your ass down here. But thank God I have not been spat on. Thank you, Lord. Because you'll be seeing me walking in slow motion with my hands behind my back, going to somebody's courthouse. But I'm just saying to say this. I'm tired. I know you're tired. I'm angry. I know you're angry. I'm outraged. But we need strong leaders to help us make our voices be heard. And unfortunately, it's unfortunate that the leaders that we have right now, they ain't powerful enough. This quarterback in the game, he'd be perfect, but he ain't the one to say what we're doing is wrong. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you. All right, we got another caller as well just coming in. Thank you for those comments, my brother. I don't want us to make it out of Democrat Republican, but I definitely understand 100% what you're saying. Definitely when Trump got into the office, we have seen a lot of open racism out in the open, not hidden, because racism is hid in plain sight. So thank you for that comment, my brother. I appreciate you for making that comment. It is real. And we got another caller. I believe it's Buck 6650, last 4 digits. Go ahead, my brother.
What's good, bro?
Man, talk to me, man.
It's one of the things I know for a lot of years, even in Chicago, and basically fireman jobs is always, white boys always want them jobs because for whatever reason, they whatever town, even when I lived in Harvey, there was a few years back, there was a lot of white firemen and there wasn't no white folks living there. So that's a job they always do, but the service we get is never like, you're talking about they're supposed to be a servant to help save people and do those jobs. They don't get nothing. You're supposed to have an oath as a doctor or somebody that's coming to save them, a police officer. You're supposed to be out there to help anybody that's in need. And the way that appears, that man doesn't have any empathy or feelings about people, especially a child that needs help. If you ain't trying to help the person, then you don't even need to be in that job, But, it's like anything. I was speaking to somebody earlier today about the police violence, when the lady in last year was on her knees praying and the guy guns her down like a dog and they give her a slap on the wrist. Or Jeffrey Van Dyke, when he shoots down Kwame McDonald 16 times, and his wife go to court crying like he was the one shot. This is the foolishness we deal with. As black people are always, it's good, as God wants us to forgive. But until they show us they mean that they trying to change, we shouldn't be so easy to forgive people who aren't willing to change. And they continue the same behavior over and over. But blacks always feel to bend over backwards. Even with these politicians, they stand up here and talk about people that we've been serving this country for plus 40 years, been bull whipped and everything in America, and we still getting mistreated in this country, and people still vouching for people who don't give a damn about us. And continuously, over and over, we support people no matter who they are. The people, we go give them another chance for what? They don't change their character or behavior. So it shouldn't be no reason to try to give them another chance because they do not have our best interests in there. And like the messenger said many years ago, we need our own farmland. We need our own area, our own state, because unless we try to keep on trying to connect with them, they only use us for what they need us for. And during the pandemic, they didn't have nothing to do. And they was mad because they didn't have us on TV, entertain them, telling jokes or playing basketball or football to make their life easier. So they never looked at us as human beings. And as far as respecting our children, I mean, if it was a little white kid on there crying, all the people are a dog, or even the white folks see a dog in trouble, they'd be ready to jump into the TV or something. Oh, look at that poor dog. We looking at God made human beings to be there for each other, but people, especially those other folks, like to put animals over people. Even when the Moors was in Europe, they had to teach the royalty in them countries that they shouldn't sleep in a barn with an animal. You should live in a cabin. And they didn't have the common sense to do that. And the brothers had to go over to Spain and other countries in Europe and teach them stuff they didn't even have the knowledge of it. They sit up here and act like, oh, we got knowledge and all that. They don't have, there's nothing they have done that wasn't done by us first. And never had a civilization they really created. They always like to take from others and control their stuff, and never really create a civilization where you would learn and you can grow from it and stuff. And
Tell the
constantly
truth
in America,
and
we've been
shame the
embedded in
devil.
their life, and they never really want us. They educate us the way they want us to see, but they never let us have our own. Well, anytime we started like BET, they had that, or anything we started, Kyle Kanai, or either designers we had, and every time they come up, they didn't want us to use their stuff. They want Louis Vuitton. Once black folks wear Louis Vuitton and Gucci, who don't give a damn about black folks. So that's where I'm at right there.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for that comments, man. You've said a whole lot. You sound like the minister yourself. It's the truth, man.
I've been learning from some of the Farrakhan and other folks, and even coming up, Muhammad Ali was always a hero, and he always said, if 1,000 snakes coming at us as a parable for white folks, well, should we kill them all or let some go because some of them might be good? And you can't take a chance. You, like I say, the way they negative, because I mean not hatred, but you got to be self-sufficient. If people don't love you, no matter what they say, you look at a guy like Shannon Sharp, what a coon. He goes out here to spend all that money over a young tramp that probably had an OnlyFans thing and spending millions of dollars on something he probably could have got anywhere for less than 100. But he ain't got good sense, and nobody was in his corner to tell him right from wrong, because he figured unless he got something. And when I found out, this is what I found I didn't know, that when he was having sex with her, he wanted her to call her a nigga. So that's the kind of the thoughts we got in our minds. No matter how much you think a person really have or what their perception is as a person, they really don't know what the hell they don't know what they're about or who they are. They always devalue themselves as black people in America because we've been taught that way. If you see everything, especially if Jesus and the angels are all white, we ain't got not one. Come on now, that ain't just there's something to that. So anyway, if anybody else come in, they can speak up now.
All right, thank you. You my moderator now, huh? All right, be careful there, bro. All right, 214. Yeah, you want to control the show now. Yeah, all right, now.
No. I just said my piece. So
okay, we appreciate it. Thank you for your comments. All right, 214. All right, come on, my brother.
What's up, bro?
Hey, brother, I'm feeling great this afternoon. This early morning.
Man, you looking good tonight. You must have got you some rest.
Man, I got a little rest. I got a little rest.
Yeah.
Little rest, I feel.
Yeah.
I don't have to put on the dark. I don't have to put on the dark glasses, man, because with the glasses, y'all had to keep me from my eyes be red. I'm nodding a little bit, but I'm thank God that I'm wide awake today. Go ahead, my brother. Let's see what your comments are. But you know what? Before you go, brother, hold on. Before you go, let me play the video for those who just came in, okay? The video is not that long. Play it a couple of times before you get started, okay?
Hey, cut that volume up a little bit on that video, Martin.
Okay, I'm going to try. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, let me get this volume up, y'all. Hold on. Let's see. One more time. Hope you guys can hear. And that terrible people. Hold on, let me try to get it sound. Let me see if I can get it a little bit more louder for you guys. I want to see if I can get it a little bit more louder for you guys. Let me play it again.
I don't hear it.
Did you hear it?
Okay. Yeah, I heard enough.
Okay.
Here we have a child
Yes, 10 years old.
telling him that I don't want to go. Shut your mouth. I want to go. Shut the fuck up. Okay. The problem we have with these civil servants is the civil service contract. We have had more than 100 black males elected in this country over towns and cities all over the place, and never once have they decided to change the civil service contract so that they understand that they do not have any power that has not been granted to them by the municipality and the state that they are working for. They are under the impression that they are rulers and not service people. See, that has always been the issue with law enforcement, with first responders. Somehow or another, they forget that they are there to serve. How is it that I sign a contract to serve, but now I think I'm in a position to rule? I don't get that. Because the civil service contracts are pretty standard throughout these states, you know, because there's legal stuff going on with that. And they forget that they are there to serve. Now, here's a scared child surrounded by white men with guns. Look at the scene. Look at what you're looking at. Not a black face in sight. This child is 10-year-old female surrounded by 7 white men, 6 with guns, yelling at her as if this was not a child. See, it's not only, I can deal, and most of us can, I can deal with you being straight up a redneck, cracker, racist, whatever you want to be. But see, Martin, that's not the problem. The problem is the indifference. And that's always been the problem. They can see us hanged and walk right by that. Like you said, they can come into a fire and see the bed burning and walk out like they didn't see somebody in that bed. I have seen these jokers rescue dogs and give them oxygen and walk by somebody black in a house and they let them burn up to death. Oh, we can't go in. Oh, we can't go in. See, I've seen this up close when I was a young man. My mother had a friend. This is a very short story. My mother had a friend. She had 6 children. She lost 5 of them to a house fire. The fire department said they weren't going to go in because the house had burglar bars. This was 1978. I'll never forget it. Saddest funeral I've ever been to in my life. 5 caskets lined up in the front. $1 million worth of assets in the street. And they're going to tell people screaming, hollering in the whole neighborhood. There's kids in there. There's kids in there. There's kids in there. Oh, we can't go in. Oh, it's burglar bars. We can't get past the burglar bars. But let that have been a brother with a gun. They'd have blown the damn house down and given another kill it. See, the problem is that civil service contract has not been changed in such a way that these jokers understand that you are there to serve the people. That means all the people. It's serving black folks and Hispanics and poor people and mentally deranged people. There's a problem for you. This is not the job for you. It's simple. It used to be a police officer didn't have a mustache or a beard. Now we see these jokers covered in racist ass tattoos and they act like they don't see them. I look at their ink just like they look at ours. They'll talk to us as if we ain't got good sense. They'll come into our house and we can't wash dishes. Oh, she gonna throw some hot water on me, so I'm just gonna shoot her to death. She's a little touched, and everybody in the neighborhood knows it. Everybody downtown knows she's touched. She got all sorts of cases in front of her that they've been to her house, and she always complains that there's somebody breaking into her car. But see, they don't see us. They never have. I have the biggest problem with the majority of society in this country, and I've always said it. Every last one of you jokers is going to burn. And then you're going to burn not because you've done anything wrong, but it's the indifference that y'all have, even from the leadership in the pulpit. You don't tell these people that they all claim to be Christians that, hey, there's a way that you treat God's people. And then you put yourself in a position of servitude where you're supposed to be a server. Now you think you're a ruler. This is insanity. Police officers will come out to our houses and come out to our apartment complex and see chaos and dirt and trash and garbage all around them, and they think that that's who we are. One guy let one of the black officers now act like the white officers. They show indifference to their own people. They're quicker to slam you to the ground than the white cops are. I've seen them do some of the most heroic things I've ever seen in my life as far as trying to save people's lives. I know people who got shot and baby, they was dead. And them folks worked on them till they got them to the hospital and they been saved. This is facts. But then you'll turn around and they'll leave a dude the street shot. They won't even come. They won't sit and help him. They didn't shot the guy. They just stand over there talking over him, smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee while he sit there and bleed to death. That's the indifference, Martin. It's not it's so much the actions that they do. It's the actions that they don't take. You will watch your partner slap or hit a woman or even cuss out a child, and not one of you grown ass men will say, "Hey, bro, that's not necessary. Just put this kid in the car. Let's find their parents. Let's see what's going on." See, it's a lot missing from this scene because that's a black child. Where's the black parents? And I saw that in the comments. What are parents? Or did they tell the parents to get their ass back in the house? This doesn't make any sense. I'm going to land the plane with this. Until you do right by me, everything you ever dreamed of is going to crumble. And your society is crumbling around you. And I want y'all to continue to do exactly what you're doing. I want you to just shuffle all the decks of the cards and how we vote. I want you to put in everything you can to do to stop us. And you're going to see a miracle take place because we still going to be here. We still going to be surviving. We are kings and queens. And hold your head up high. We are walking in the land of our enemy and we are surviving. The plane is on the ground, brother.
Thank you, sir, for that comment. I appreciate those comments. It was hard feeling. You remember something from all the way from 1978, a tragic. They wouldn't go inside the house because they had burned burglar bars or whatever bars on it, doing 5 caskets. Man, I could just visualize that in my mind, man. That's a terrible thing. And I tell people, so many of our black men have bled out without receiving the help that they're supposed to get. So many of us have been placed inside the ambulance and not treated properly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm telling you, people,
facts
this is
was
real.
like the facts. Remember, they did facts like that.
Yeah, it's real like this.
They claim when the man got stabbed, they put him in a barometric suit to kind of stabilize his vitals. And the lie they said right there in front of us, man, you seen it. We can't take him anywhere because we don't have a parental consent. And he died right there in that ambulance on 61st and Cottage Road. You remember that, dude?
I'll never forget that day. That was July 27th, 1979. I remember that. July 27th. I'll never forget that day in my life. I remember that. And I'm 56, which soon will be 57 in a couple of months. Never forget that, man. That will always go to the grave with me. And these people hate us. I'm telling you, but listen, people, and you guys don't make it better. Y'all calling these black boys YNs. We don't even know where that really come from. YNs, and you calling each other animals and all that. So when you call your black sons and your daughters and your nephews and all that YNs, you telling the white man, I don't care about them. Do whatever you want to do with them. That's what you're saying. You're giving them license to kill them. They are already think that they are the judge, juror, and the executioner right on the street. They think that they're doing the taxpayers a service by not saving your life when you're out there. Trust me.
Yep.
There's so much hate. Who would talk to a 10-year-old child that's having an episode, a mental breakdown, the way he talked to that child? Who would do such a thing? Volunteer? I don't care if he volunteer, whatever. But I'm just, I don't care who he
what
is.
Is this background?
What
is this background?
Hold up, brother. Hold it, brother. It's one mic.
Let the host speak.
Thank you. People, what I'm saying is, the brother said it clear as day, like they will give an animal mouth to mouth or put an oxygen on an animal. And I've been aware a long time ago that what about Mr. Fireman, if you listen to me and you know who you are, or ambulance man, all the people that died under your care that you knew that you probably could have saved and you didn't give your best foot effort. You didn't give your effort. You didn't put your best foot forward. You not only failed yourself, you failed your God, and you failed the community. The brother said it clearly. If you don't want to work in the black community, find another job. If you don't want to touch black folks, find another job. That's all. That's it.
What about the people that are hiring these folks, though, bro?
Brother, let me talk. So I'm saying, Mr. Fireman, shame on you. Shame on you. There are people that's lying in the cemetery right now because you didn't do your job. You felt like, let this in person die. That was in your heart. You didn't come out and say it like this other guy said it, but your action said it. This reminds me of Mr. George Blakemore. A lot of you know of him. He's always in city council. He said, you may not be calling me the N-word, but you treat me that way. You treat me like one. And that was so powerful and so profound. You don't have to call us a racist. You don't have to say a racist slur to us or remark, but you're treating us in such a way. No grown man is going to talk to a 10-year-old child. That's a child. And anybody that want to justify this type of behavior, you're dead wrong. This behavior is unacceptable working with the fire department, whether you volunteer or non-volunteer, whatever. And I can't imagine myself, brother, out of all the hell that white folks gave us in this country. But if I see a little white boy that's in distress and I'm working on the ambulance, I'm going to give him my best. A Latin boy, an Asian boy, male or female. That goes to show you the hate in this man's heart.
Has joined.
We got another caller. Hey, my brother Bill, you're live, uncut, unedited. Go ahead.
Hey, Martin. Yeah, this is quite disturbing, man, but it's not surprising when you look around and you see this kind of situation and racism rearing its ugly head once again. It happens on a regular basis, and as far as the people that hire them, they probably being hired by racists, but even if they're not going to expose that they're racist. That's the sad part, or the sad part, should I say, is like you said, you get people that supposed to serve and protect, and they have these issues. How many black people have you let die, you know, or was able to help, and you didn't? But the other disturbing part is you got all the other people or men that's complicit with him because somebody should have checked him.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
I'm sure if without the saying the effing nigga part, the way he was talking to him, if it was 7 of us standing around and it definitely wasn't the parent, that person could get a shake. You don't talk to no kid like that. It's not even a teenager. So they complicit with his actions. Racism is, man, I've been saying this is an old spirit. And it rears its ugly head. This dude didn't even care about his own job. He didn't care about his family. Because anybody in today's time know there's a possibility that you can lose it, your job, your benefits. There's a possibility, but in most cases they don't. Just like the letter that you wrote, you read. They're gonna investigate. When it's plain and simple, ain't no investigation. Ain't no slap on the wrist. He did it. But they're gonna investigate. They're gonna give him some time off. And the only way a racist person could change their way is got to be some tragic that happens to them, or the grace of God come upon them. Other than that, wherever they go, they're gonna be racist. And racism is so strong that it'll make you forget about your family, yourself. Because if you sit up and say things like that and do some of the things that we done seen, and not only could you be fired, and 9 times out of 10 you won't, but it's a possibility that somebody else around that's black could take it to a level that you never could even understand. Take you away, but you don't care because you gotta say it. You gotta show it. You gotta display it. That's a strong spirit, man, when it makes you forget everything. It's strong. It's even stronger than that crack rock that made mamas forget about that they had kids or neglected their kids. When you have to say or display your racism. That's all I got to say.
Thank you for those comments, Bill. Thank you for those words. We was on the phone just before I went live, and I said, Bill, I got a great show and a video. Well, I don't know if I said I had a video, but I had a great show. So we're going to play the video again for those of you just tuning in late. I know some of you are coming in and leaving out, coming in, leaving out. So we're going to play this video. This is exactly what we're talking about right here. Now listen up.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with you, fuck. Shut your mouth.
This is the way they talk to our children, people. This is sad. And I believe in my heart to heart, Bill, Brother Red, Brother OJ, I believe in my heart there's some people out there that will clearly justify this behavior of this white man talking to a 10-year-old.
Oh, absolutely.
They would justify. And let me just say this too, and I'm gonna let you guys. Then we can have a like open panel and just talk and get our thoughts on. Let me just say this: for those men that stood around that allow this white man to say what he said, they're wrong too. They're wrong too as well. They're just as guilty. They're just as guilty. Just as guilty. I have to say it, people. I gotta tell the truth.
Every last one of them needs to be reprimanded. Every last one of them. Every last one of them needs to be sitting on the bench waiting to get in the game or either out of the game. Somebody needs to be fired. What about the people who hire these people? I'm outraged. I want to say something, but I'm so pissed off because you got guys out there with guns on their hip, sworn to protect you. And that's a child. I wouldn't care what color the child is. Like somebody, I don't know who said it. They said that they were going to fire and get a kid, whether it's black, white. Was that you, Martin, that said that?
Yes.
Okay, that's the same thing, though. I mean, when did you lose your self-respect for your civil servant job that you have? If Richard Pryor said something about wiping the foam off somebody. If he could wipe the foam off somebody, he'd get a mouth resuscitation. Okay, if it means wipe the foam off or whatever you have to do, swallow your nasty pride, whatever it is, you still have to do your civil servant job. No matter how nasty it is, no matter how, what if somebody crapped on themselves and you still have to change them or wipe them down or do whatever they have to do to treat this patient? Even if they fight with you, whatever it is, you still have to be professional. And they standing out there with, I've seen at least 4 policemen with guns on here, but was it 3?
Let's
I'm
see.
counting.
They got guns. They got guns on me here.
I see 4, 5 officers.
Yeah.
Man, and not one of them said anything like,
Hey, Martin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
One of them is a gray hair. He got hair just as white as he got almost as much as white as he got brown. So he know that. One of the techs, he got on khaki shorts. He's not even in uniform. He got on khaki shorts, look like Converse sneakers, tied it up. The other dude got tats all up and down his arm with a beard. They fostered this redneck attitude. And the rest of it is just indifference. Just like this cops that killed that brother in Minnesota 3 years ago. One of them holding his neck down, the other 4 of them watching.
Just watching.
Just indifference. That's complete indifference. This is just an object within a human being.
They were doing more than watching. They stopped people from intervening too, remember?
Oh, yeah, they did that too.
So let me compare that. Tonight is National Night Police Out Night. Well, actually, literally yesterday. Mr. Police Officer, if you standing by watching your partner put drugs on someone illegally or lie on someone, you are just as guilty if you don't say anything. You are part of the problem. Have you guys ever heard this term that say in the black community they have a no snitching policy? They have that. They also have that as well in the police department. No snitching department. Yeah.
That's where it came from. That's where that cliche came from. The no snitch. I'm not gonna tell on you if you don't tell on me.
And you know what, Martin? The consequences are the same. They'll kill you for snitching on them and you a police. They'll kill you, man.
Ain't
The
no fact.
consequences are the same. They'll set you up. Remember Serpico? Serpico went from station to station trying to find real police. And then at the end, they made him go through a door. What they do, he would be shot if he could look through that door. Go back and watch the movie Serpico. It came out in 1972.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, we got a
That
caller,
was a good
guys.
movie.
We got a caller.
All right.
Well, we got a call. I believe it's Marcus. I believe it's Marcus or Roosevelt. So one of the two. They finna come right on in. And man, this is a great discussion. Everybody, please do me a favor. Please share this video. I'm not asking you for no money. I promise you I'm not. Just share the video. Let our people see
Marcus.
this. It's Marcus.
Has joined.
Hey, Mr. Marcus. I know you came in late. Did you see the video, Mr. Marcus?
Yeah, I saw the video. Looks like the fire department and the police was there.
Okay, well, I'm going to play it again. I need you to listen to it
All
very
right.
closely. Listen to it very closely. Listen, we're talking about a 10-year-old child, a black child. Listen very closely.
Shut the fuck up. Deal with every fucking thing. Shut your mouth.
He called the child a effing N-word. That was his last words on this video. And there might have been more said, but that's when the video was cut off. So we're gonna work with what we have in front of us. What are your thoughts of this?
And this was a police officer.
Yeah, well,
This was
I've actually, he was not in the police officer uniform. He was in, I'm hearing that as a volunteer firefighter or something. This happened in Babylon, New York, which is 20 miles away from Queens, New York. So didn't happen here in the city. It didn't happen in the city of Chicago. And of course,
Well,
go ahead,
my
brother.
thoughts- My thoughts is, of course, this is a white cop. This is the America that we live in, that we thought had changed, and they're telling us every day that this America is still the same America as it was when our parents were coming up. They always view us as less of a human being, so they talk to us no matter how young or old we are, any kind of way. And until strict legislation is put on the books, ain't nothing gonna change. And as long as we got Donald Trump in office, he definitely ain't gonna change anything. And this behavior is gonna continue to go on. Even when you call the police and you could be the victim, the white cops look at you like you're a suspect and will side with the victim.
Mm.
And this guy is both a cop and a fireman. How many black people may have burned to death on his shift?
I don't know if he's a cop
Or
and a
got
fireman.
killed?
I don't know if he's a cop, but there are 5 cops present, and I believe those firefighters were volunteers as well. Okay, go ahead.
Well, and we tend to overlook that the firemen are racist too,
Mhm.
but it's not popular in the news like the police is. The firemen, the paramedics, even some of the doctors and the nurses in the hospitals are racist. And how can these people save you and they got a heart of dirt, which is hate in their heart? They hate you for no reason. They hate you because you're black, you're a darker skin color, you got a different culture. They hate you. We don't hate them. We don't make laws to kill them, to oppress them. They make laws to oppress us. And that's what all this stuff in America is about. It's not about the migrants. It's about putting their foot on the Negro, the black person. We're living too good for them. Even the black people in the ghetto are living too good for them. So they want to pass laws and come in here and kick our butts. They want to go crazy on us. They don't like us. And I'm not saying all white people are like that. But the white people who are not fighting their government and don't say anything, they are like that.
Mm.
You know, Martin, and it's funny that the people, original people, foundational black people that was here from slavery up until now, that's been hated the most, that has been ridiculed, killed, beaten more than any other race that walked America, still don't have a hate crime bill. You cannot call a Jewish person a kite nowhere and think you're gonna get away with it. You're gonna lose your job automatically.
May even go to jail. May even go to jail.
Yeah, if you call a Jew a kite.
Let me ask you all this question. Do any of you all remember Eric Holder? He was Attorney General during the Obama years. He went down, I can't remember what state it was, but it was a white guy that went into a church and massacred everybody in there. And that same guy, they took him to a McDonald's and bought him food and this and that and whatever, such and so and so. But I'm bringing this all up to say this still. When Eric Holder went down and seen the massacre itself, we're talking about the Attorney General, somebody that can actually do something. Do you remember that he resigned maybe 6 months later because he was so pissed off that he couldn't do anything about that? He couldn't do anything about it. He's the Attorney General. We have a black president in office and something that tragic happens. And then the disrespect, taking the guy to McDonald's and let him eat. And, whatever, I'm sorry, but that's what happened. And Eric Holder wasn't able to do nothing. I remember it. I remember his face. I remember how he was so pissed off. But the point I'm trying to make is we got a black president in office and nothing was done.
Because he worked for a system and he's just a puppet for white supremacy.
And I'm not gonna blame
Tell the truth
all this stuff
and shame
being coming out just because Donald Trump is the president. It's been here. We've been seeing it. Every so often, white supremacy is gotta act out and show its dominance or try to show its dominance.
Or show its face.
Bill, what I was saying is,
okay,
I'm not blaming it all on Trump. I was saying this. These white supremacists are taking advantage of the Trump administration. They feel that they can really do damage to us now. There will be no repercussions. And Trump has said that he's not going to do anything about law enforcement doing what they doing to black people.
Hey, I'm gonna say it like this. They've been feeling free, but I'm gonna put it to you this way: when some of the most public lynchings from George Floyd, nobody in Congress, the Senate, not even the president, a black president, just said he felt bad about it. It could have been his son and all of this other stuff, but nothing done.
Not a damn thing.
No outrage. We don't have no leadership. The leadership that we have or thought we had is trash, and they sold us out a long time ago.
And again, they're all puppets.
Why isn't the NAACP outraged?
Well, let me ask you this question. Why can't we blame Donald Trump for all this that's going on? They blame Obama for everything. They still blame him for stuff. Why can't we blame him? He's the chief commander. He's supposed to serve us. He's supposed to serve us.
I'm not protecting him. I'm not saying it's not his fault or he should say something. I'm saying it's been happening. It's been prevalent. It's been prevalent. And it's getting more prevalent.
Well, listen, I want to let me play this video one more time, a couple more times, so for those just tuning in, so they know what we're talking about. So y'all hear that. And people, what I'm telling you guys, those of us is living in this present day, we're living in the best times ever, people, because we can prove what our ancestors been saying all along, people. We can prove it. The hate is so strong now that they can't even hide it, people. You can't hide it. You just can't hide it no more. You know how some people, they pretending make they make like they like you, but in deep out of your heart that energy that they giving you, that they don't like you the way they say they do. I'm telling you, for someone to attack a 10-year-old child that's having a moment, having an episode, something is wrong with you. And for those men who stood by and allow that officer or volunteer fighter fire to talk to that child like that, shame on you too as well. So if some of you guys get fired, I believe some of you gonna get fired anyway, relieved of all your duties anyway. I wouldn't be surprised.
And the taxpayers should not have to pay their bills. They should be sued individually. That's the law that needs to be passed, and it needs to be passed on a national level. Because every time these cops do something, we flip the bill for it. We flip it. The firemen, we're flipping the bill for it. That's why they continue to do what they do. They're not hurting. The taxpayers are hurting. People like me and you, people who own cars, who own homes, whatever you do, they go up on stuff because they got to pay off these lawsuits.
And meanwhile, if they get fired, white supremacy is going to open their arms, embrace them, and give them a better position.
Okay, I got my
and a pat on the back.
Thank you, Bill. I was looking for your number 206. I couldn't find it for some strange reason. I was going to call you, and I knew that. Let's hit what 206 got to say, people. I want to hear. I'm curious to hear what he has to say.
Hello, can I be heard, fellas?
Yes, you can, without any interruption. Go ahead.
It's a pleasure. Oh, no interruption. So Sarge ain't here? You mean Sarge ain't here, huh?
No, don't talk him up now. Don't talk him up now. He might be.
All right.
He might be in the back listening.
I'm sorry. If he's listening, I apologize. Okay. Real quick. Thanks for the show. Thanks for the discussion. I just tuned in. I know what you're talking about, and I heard about it on other social media sources. It's heartbreaking to hear that we live in a country and a world where we have a group of people who classified themselves as white that claim to have certain values and certain levels of chivalry and honor, and including the protection of women and children. But when you really look at it, we live in a country full of people who are the greatest victimizers of women and children. And one of the missing components in keeping ourselves and our families safe is punishment and accountability. I'm listening to this tape, this recording, and it reminds me of so many other sickening and enraging attacks upon innocent Black children. I'm sure you fellas remember the female Mexican dog who attacked the Black girl late last year who was walking her dog on a sidewalk that was public property. And it was Cinco de Mayo, and these Mexican slime bags decided to kick her dog and attack her and hit an 8-year-old child in the face with a bottle.
I think
the girl had to go to the hospital.
I remember that.
Yeah, The reason we have to understand, these people are animals, and they're by nature savages, in my opinion. And you can't live in peace with them unless you have domination and control over them, or they're no longer existing. So what that means in my mind and in my heart, what that means is when stuff like this happens, it happens because we as men primarily and as a community don't hold these people accountable and punish them on our own. We talk about them losing their jobs and them getting charges pressed. The situation should be they better charge these people before black men in the community find out who this police officer is, and something happens to them. There's much too little of that. I would like to say that I don't advocate violence, but I'm not going to say that on Martin's YouTube page. I don't want to get him on trouble. I hope you guys can read or listen between the lines. But they do this because there's no one to put a serious foot in their behind and punish them for what they do. And it's been going on for 400, 500 years, and they will continue to do so until we as a people, and specifically we as men, stand up and this white paramedic or whatever he is has to stand face to face with this girl's uncle, her older brothers, her father, or you or me. Until that happens, this is going to keep happening. I'll mute my line. Thanks for listening, fellas.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your comments. That was so enlightening. He said a whole lot. What'd you say, sir?
You know how many brothers feel that way? They want to just go and just mop up some people, just mop them up, the whole mop. But we can't do that. A lot of consequences come along with that. We understand. We don't want to look like cowards neither. That's somebody else's job. You know what I mean? We've done everything we could possibly do. We rioted. We fought back. We died a lot. A lot of us died. We had marches. We had a millionaire march. We had a whole bunch of stuff. Somebody else needs to step up and take. I mean, the quarterback needs to take. The quarterback needs to take over the game. That's bottom line.
Well,
that'll never happen in our. That'll never happen in our lifetime. Never.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a question, my brother.
Absolutely.
You talked in the past. We've done this. We've done that. We've done that. So what should we do? Just sit still and don't do anything? Just put up, fold our arms up and not say anything. Just say,
advocate.
That is that what you're saying? Let me ask you what 206. See, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that what you're saying? I mean, I'm getting 206 now. Is that what you're saying, my brother? That we tried everything?
That we just. Oh no. Thanks for asking, and I'm not in conflict with the brother that was talking at all.
No, actually, my brother, 206. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my brother. Was just talking, and I was using your illustration. You know, you repeat. So I'm asking him. Okay, I'm asking him.
Go ahead.
Which he is correct. We've marched, we riot, we did this and we did that. We had marches and all that. So what do we do from now? Do we just sit still and do nothing? I'm asking my brother. What do we do?
I don't have that answer. I don't have that answer.
Thank you. Okay.
I ain't gonna say this. I'm not saying we should never sit still and do nothing. We're doing something. People are fighting back. A policeman killed this guy's son, and the guy found out about it when he killed a random police. People doing stuff. But is that the right answer, though?
Well, can I ask you a question? And I want to be perfectly honest with you. Matter of fact, I'm not going to direct it toward you. I'm going to direct it toward the whole panel. If you knew a person that had you in bondage, and in order for you to get free, you had to delete them, would you do it? That's a question. That's to the panel. Let me repeat it.
Wow.
Let me repeat it. If you know of a person that had you in bondage or in chains, and the only freedom is to delete him, would you do it?
Oh, he canceled.
Yeah.
He canceled out. Without that's without it out. That's like getting a dog in the corner. He can't go nowhere else but out.
Anybody else want to answer?
My response is of course I would do so.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's a deep question, people. Not to be taken lightly. So this person stands in the way of your freedom. What are you going to do? You know, stand.
Martin, I say yes too. And some came across me when you were talking to the other brother about we didn't march, we didn't did everything. Yeah, we have, but we can't give up. And the way I see this playing out, I'm thinking a little smarter as I get older. Years ago, I might have been a little bit more reckless, but I was smart enough not to get caught doing a lot of stuff that I did. But right now, I got a relationship with God, but somebody got to do God's work. Somebody got to do God's work. And it came to me, not only should we be talking to ourselves, until somebody that looked like them starts showing up and blowing heads off, until somebody that looked like them starts standing up and saying, hey, that's wrong. What we say don't mean nothing. So we got to teach our young ones so that they can teach their young ones. We got to teach other white people critical thinking, right from wrong, and that you are complicit, just like those officers are, when you sit back and don't say nothing. Every time you do it, pick a side. Pick a side. It go for every white person.
Okay. I want y'all to sleep on that question now.
They created it. It's going to take the grace of God and them to dismantle it.
Not us, though.
Thank you.
We got our part to do. No, we still got work to do.
And,
we can't sit back.
Give me an example.
An example. One thing is to fight back when you can, whether it's in court with your fist, but mainly you gonna have to let. You can't just keep letting black people know what the reality is, what the realism is, what our history is, because ain't nobody telling them. And the ones that's racist, they ain't gonna want to hear it, but the ones that might not be, that's the one we have to use. Or the ones we have to let God allow him to let them move. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm speaking trying to be politically correct on this platform also. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. We follow you. I'll follow you. I'll follow you.
We don't have to get our hands dirty. We've been getting our hands dirty enough. It don't amount to nothing. And we know if we get down and dirty, and we can.
Yeah, but they're massacres, man. I mean, you fighting against the army. You're fighting against the army, because Bill, what happened is, listen, you said
the National Guards or whatever. I
was going to say they're calling National Guards out on that. They're calling National Guards out on that.
They will.
I mean, come on, we clashing with a military might. I'm tired of it. I mean, somebody else needs to step up and look like them and say, yo, what we doing? Like you said, I've been saying it for a long time. What we doing wrong?
Let me say this. Hold it. Let me say this 206 and I'm gonna let you go. People, if you're waiting on Democrats or Republicans to save you or white people to save you. It's not going to happen. Who is going to free a slave? A slave is going to have to do what he have to do. I tried to break it in terms to you guys. If you know someone that has you in bondage, and the only way you can get free is to delete them, you got to do what you have to do. Period. Listen.
And that ain't your fault either.
Right. Let me just say this. We dying for cigarettes, dice game. You got red on, you got blue on. Those are no real causes. Why not die for a real cause? Why not take one for the team? Listen to me, people. Listen to me. We die for everything that's unnecessary. It ain't about nothing. Nothing. Because he got his head cocked to the right, or he got his head cocked to the left, or he got a 5 on, or he got a 6 on. We dying. We destroying each other with a fierce anger. But when the man come, we get sanctimonious then. We're going to let the Lord take care of them. You know, God people went to war. God's people war. I'm telling you, people, if we want our women to respect us, we're going to have to stand up to this superpower. And let me say this to you. China is in war with America. Now, I said this a long time. You said, well, what you talking about, Martin? They ain't dropping no bombs over here. Guess what? Their economy is competing against our economy. They're doing things. They're making things happen. They have waged war on America. They're not spending no money with us. We're spending money with them. They're hurting us. Why you think President Donald Trump want to put tariffs on these countries? Because these countries ain't spending no money with us. Our money is being outsourced and is not returning back to us. I'm telling you, people, y'all dying for the wrong causes. Y'all dying because somebody mean mug you. You dying. I'm serious. You dying because of a crap game. You dying because you sleep in the bed.
You say something somebody don't like?
Right,
what about
right.
you say something nobody don't like? You die for that.
You die for that. You know what I'm saying? So we dying for little things that don't mean nothing. People, nothing. Nothing. Seriously. And that's all I'm saying. What a real man there. Let them stand up. Take one for the team. Ain't none of us going to be here for long, very long. Period. Dying for and the Popeye's chicken because somebody gave you the wrong order. Now it's a shootout. Come on, people.
Oh.
That's some sick stuff, 206. Marcus, Bill.
Yeah, it is.
That's some sick stuff. He cut me off at the stop sign. Now I'm chasing him and shooting his car up. Come on, people. Let's really get real. Who respects a coward? No one's respect no coward.
Nobody.
Joe don't.
I'm telling you.
You ain't lied there.
And that's what we've been doing. We've been cowards, man. We cowering out, brother. You know what have become our God? These material things. The problem that God had with the children of Israel, that they was in love with Pharaoh's wealth. They was looking at all the things that Pharaoh had. They fell in love. And I see us doing the same thing. We get so comfortable in our beautiful homes. Thank God for a beautiful home. Thank God for a nice automobile, toys and all that. But you got to remember, people, it's only lent to us for a season. It's either going to be in somebody else's garage, or it's going to be at the flea market, or in somebody's dump site where we own. Trust me. People, we have to fight and die and believe for what we believe in, people. If we're not willing to die for something, we are not fit to live. King said it. If you're not willing to, If you're not willing to die for what you believe in, you're not fit to live. You know what I'm saying? He said it, people. We want our women to respect us. We're the only race where a woman stand up in public and say, hey, I hope y'all die. They celebrate when a black man die because you didn't vote for a certain person. No other race of women, no other race of women comes out in the public and disrespect their man. Ever. You don't see it. You don't see it, people. People, and listen, we have to have this attitude. Get rich or die trying. Fight for freedom or die trying. These people ain't gonna take the hands and chains off our minds and off our bodies because we gonna shame them to death. Oh, that's wrong. You shouldn't have done that. Nobody respect no coward. These people ought to know when you come in our community and you mistreat one of us, it's going to be a problem. And I ain't mean tearing up our stores in our community. It's going to be a problem. And that's how we should be respected. Take the game bankers. Those of you that grew up in the projects in Chicago, low-income areas, police rarely drove down some of these blocks because they knew what was going to happen. They knew. Some of y'all know. When they come down these certain blocks, they got to come 40 and 50, 100 strong. They know it. They know it.
Do you ever remember, Martin, do you ever remember on New Year's Eve where you never see them, they never show up? And they shooting all night long and you never see a cop nowhere on the street? Remember that?
Yeah, a lot of times. I remember that. Listen, let me just saying. It's a saying that we say, y'all know it, ain't no fun when Rabbit got the gun. Run, Charlie, run. Trust me. No fun. Listen, I'm going to tell you how powerful we are, people. You know how many crime scenes that I have been on with SWAT been there? Take a man that had one pistol. It take 30, 40 SWAT men to get one man with one pistol. And you ought to see how they moving. They taking their time. And this man ain't got but one gun. But they taking their time, they moving, they strategizing and everything. Now, if it take 40 SWAT men, 20 SWAT men to get one man with one pistol, come on now. Come on. What does that tell you? They don't want to die. And they're cautious. Listen, any shooter out there, he want to catch you with your back turned. He want to catch you when you're lacking. He want to catch you when you're sitting in the car. He want to catch you when you're not even paying attention. Hopefully he can catch you when you sleep because he don't want no exchanging. Right. He don't want no exchanging for gunfire. Come on, people. Black people, listen. We're so mean to each other. We so quick to draw. Listen, I know so many black men that's so hostile toward one another. When that white man come in, they pregnant, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But a black man come in, listen, I'll give you an example. It's a certain gas station that I go to in the suburbs. Every white person gives me a free cup of water. I go there, you don't have to pay for. All the brothers and sisters, they charge me. And I be like, what's going on? I know this off the subject, but I had to say this. This is how we treat each other, brother. There's no unity. Yep. No unity. As long as we don't have love for one another, brother. Listen. I'm not going to speak that word that we cannot do. I'm telling you. We can do anything that we can put our mind to. Trust me.
I don't disagree with that, Martin, but you got some people out here that love to hate your ass.
But that's okay.
All I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with that.
But that's okay. We can't legislate nobody hard. We can't train you into loving a people. We can't do that. That's impossible.
I ain't saying that. I'm just talking about the entity itself.
Right. Well, listen. Black people hate. They kill each other. They hate.
They do.
Black people are
They do.
hateful, brother.
They
For
do.
you to
I
kill a
believe that,
man
absolutely.
because he said something to your woman, for you to kill a man because he cut you off in traffic, you kill a man because he got a different color of what you wearing, or he got his hair cocked a certain way, something is wrong with you. That's hate, brother.
Yeah.
That's hate.
No doubt.
We can't keep giving the enemy more power than
Thank
us.
you.
We can't.
Thank you.
We can't keep giving them
Thank you.
more power
Thank
because
you.
they cowards and they move and manipulate off of fear. I'm finna say something that's the bottom line and reality of all of this, the racism. It was more harm did to foundations of Black Americans post-slavery, after slavery. There were more lynchings, killings after then, I believe. But the whole thing in a nutshell is crazy. How could somebody be mad for over 400 years because somebody don't want to work or don't want to be a slave, don't want to work for free? That's some insane shit if I ever heard it in my life, because that's what the bottom line is.
Brother, the bottom line is not on that, it's hatred. They hate your black self.
Hatred.
That's all. Listen, that's
100%.
all what it is, brother. It's hatred. Listen, anytime a man of another race can normally put a drug in a community to destroy a community, to poison a community, and you put drugs in youth hand and make it where they can get it, that man is terrible. Anytime a doctor can inject a little bitty baby, a harmless baby, inject something in his or her vein so she won't be normal or he won't be normal, that's hatred, brother. That's hatred. Anytime somebody can go into another woman and take something out and destroy her like it's nothing, that's hatred, people. It's hatred. That's what it is.
And I agree, Martin, but as far as what I was saying, that's the excuse that they, that's the only excuse that they could come up with. But we know it's deeper than just somebody don't want to work for you for free.
Oh, that's propaganda. That's all propaganda. That's all propaganda. And they use the media. Most black people are controlled by the media. If you see something, hear something long enough, you'll start believing it.
Believing it.
Man, listen, we've been seeing that white Jesus since we've been born. And here we are, some of us past 50 and still can't get that image. And I'm one of them, can't get that image out of their mind. And I know Jesus wasn't white.
Yeah, it's the truth.
I'm telling you, these
Same
people.
Same one on your grandmama picture.
Yeah. That white Jesus with his head up in the air, with long hair down his back and blue eyes, looking up in the sky with a beaming light coming down over his head. No, but it's real. I still got that image in my mind, people. In my mind, the power of imagery. And that's what I tell y'all, people. Do not let social media, mainstream TV, let you hate black people. We all are not out here shooting and killing and doping and prostituting and doing all these things. Don't believe the hype.
And not taking care of your kids.
Yeah. That's why you think I have my slogan said, I love being black. Some folks hate when they wake up in the morning, they can't stand their complexion. They can't stand their kinky hair. They can't stand their full lips. They can't stand their broad nose. They can't stand it. They ask God, why you make me black? They can't stand it. And God just probably looking down at us, shaking his head. If he have one, I don't know. Just shaking his, saying like, man, I made you so beautiful, uniquely, and you don't even like yourself when you look in the mirror. That's a terrible thing, people. That's a terrible. God made us so beautiful, and we all are unique, and we're different. We're different. But you can't stand yourself. You don't like your eyes. You don't like your nails. You don't like that you're a female. Now you want to trans. You don't like your breasts. You don't like your stomach. You don't like your butt. Come on, man. You don't like your complexion. I'm talking about men and women. You don't like your brother. You know, something that, brother, we got some inner hate, some self-hatred. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. I went to a peace garden yesterday on Monday. I've never been to a peace garden. And what we did was they burned some logs, some wood in the middle. And they passed some paper around. And they said, write one thing on a piece of paper that you don't like and throw it inside the, that you just don't like and throw it inside the fire. And you know, I was nosy. I want to see what some of the people wrote. Some people had self-hatred. Some people had racism. That's all I can say. But you know, so what I'm saying is, people, we have a lot of issues with ourselves, people. With ourselves. No one is coming to save black people but black people. Trust me. When Jesus split that sky, if you believe he coming, he ain't just come to save black people. He come to save the people that believe in him. Trust me. But I will say this, people. We got to do this for ourselves, people. We got to. We'll never be free. We'll never be able to shame them or letting us go free, people. You don't own. If you don't own nothing, it's not your house. If I come in Mr. Bill's house, him and his wife's house, I don't own nothing and I'm just a guest. And that's all you are, black people here in America. You are a guest here in America because you don't own nothing. You say, well, Martin, that's not true. I have a Bentley. Well, the white people make the Bentley. I have a 35,000 feet square home. Well, the white people, they can tie it down and that's who made it. Trust me.
Miss a payment on it.
Yeah. And see what happens. We're going to see. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Really belong to.
Thank you.
If you pay for it, miss them taxes, and see don't they come again.
Thank you.
Put you out of
it. You can own it, and they come for an eminent domain.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Taxes whenever they feel like it.
Bro, let me say this to y'all. You know, I love to hear white folks talking about voodoo. I'm gonna tell you, talking about black people use voodoo. Man, if we really use voodoo, don't you think we would put it on them? If we knew how to use voodoo, think about it, people. Think about it. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, just think about it. Use your logic. They'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
They would be in trouble.
Absolutely.
They would be in trouble. We would have loved to test it out on them in voodoo. Yeah. Talking about black people doing voodoo. We ain't doing something right. If we really doing, if we doing voodoo.
Full of them damn dolls, brother. I have a room full of them dolls with pins in them. I have a room full. Yeah. Hey, Martin, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead. Just make it to the panel. You know, I'll ask questions. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Okay. What always amazed me is that anytime these jokers do something, they go to prison and live to get old. Now, we know that every prison in this country is full of black folks. And that boy Dylan Roof is still living in prison right now. James Earl Ray died in prison. See, if we start making examples of them when they get there, slice them up so bad, mess them up so bad that this is a place they don't want to go. Some of them might think twice about walking into a church on a Wednesday night prayer meeting and shooting somebody.
I hate to mention
that boy should be dead. That boy should be dead.
Man, listen.
He should have been. His head should have been cut off, dismembered. They finding pieces of him all over the prison.
Listen,
same thing about the boy that shot Trayvon Martin. He walking around here signing skittle bags.
Listen, Charleston White, I don't too much care for him, but he said, y'all want to kill me, but you let that boy George Zimmerman walk around. You know, and he's right.
Yeah.
You want to
That
shoot
is.
me for what I want to
Right.
say,
I would-
but you let this white boy that did, killed, you ain't looking for him.
Trayvon Martin, yeah.
Yeah, you're not looking for him, and he was right.
Ain't no way.
But
Yeah,
see,
ain't no way he should have been living.
I'm going to tell you something, bro, and I got to tell the truth, shame the devil. Black people know who to be tough with. See, they ain't going to go downtown Chicago and stand on the corner and do what they do in the hood. Now, don't get me wrong, they go down and steal and get on up out of there and carjack something and get on, but they ain't going to stand around and stand on the corner and do what they pull in some of these communities, these inner city communities. Talking about this my block.
Claim that
Yeah,
land.
yeah. You ain't gonna listen. They ain't gonna claim the Water Tower building. They ain't gonna claim the John Hancock building, the Seal Towers, the Willis Tower. They ain't gonna claim that. They ain't gonna claim the Jelly Bean. They ain't gonna claim that like you do in the community. Well, it's our block, but you don't own nothing on the block, but it's your block. See, they ain't gonna pull that down. See, they know what real power, because they know the white folks will go down there and crush them. They know it. You will pull it with other black people in black communities, but you won't go in all. Come on out here to Alsop, Illinois. Come on out there and then Oak Forest and Oak Lawn and some of these places like that. Deerfield. Go on out there and claim some territory and see what happened to you. They ain't gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
They ain't gonna do
With
it.
some real racism popping off every day.
See, a real coward know how to pick his battle. He don't want no pushback, but he want to be a bully to somebody he know that ain't gonna fight him back. So I challenge anybody that you tough, go downtown Chicago and claim the Water Tower, stand in front of me and tell them and start searching people going in and out and see what happened to you. You ain't gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it like you did the projects. You're not gonna do it because you know you're gonna get crushed. You go downtown doing all that. See, they ain't gonna play with you. You know, they play with the little teenagers running around there and that's nothing. But go down there and act like you want to stand on something and claim some real power. This mine. Nobody can come in and nobody can come out. Go downtown and see what happened to you. See, I'm not impressed with you coming in the neighborhood doing drive-by shooting, going on the next block and all that. Go on downtown with them white folks and see what happened to you. Where the judges and the lawyers and the prosecutors at, and see what happened. You'll never see the daylight again. If you know it, you'll get gunned down.
Yeah.
They send SWAT in there on you. So you might go downtown.
Unless you're smart.
Yeah. Yeah. You might go downtown and do a takeover for one day. For one day, maybe, well, I'll say 3 hours. Let me see you do it for a whole day. Or 6 months, or even for a week, and see what happened to you.
Hey, Martin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, 206.
All I was
You ain't lying, Martin. And shut it down for a reason.
Good.
To the brother
good
that
call.
was talking.
Go ahead,
To the
206.
brother that was talking about the Dylan Roof and Mother Emanuel Church and what should happen to him. If you remember, now check this out. Ever since the Mother Emanuel shooting happened with Dylan Roof, check this out now. There have been white churches that had a-holes coming up in there with guns and trying to shoot up the church. That's been 2 or 3 since. And what did those white folks in that church do? What happened when they tried to shoot up a white church? None of them made it out of that church alive. The white folks in that church put holes in them, lickety split, and it was all over with. So if you ain't gonna make it in a church, you sure ain't gonna make it in Water Tower Place. You sure ain't gonna make it in John Hancock, claiming John Hancock or McCormick Place. You're gonna be dead. You say they wouldn't last a day. I don't think they'd last 2 hours.
But real talk. So I challenge any thug or any gangbanger, any tough talker. You got a couple of switches and all that. Go on downtown and claim the Water Tower, the McCormick Place or somewhere, and see what happened to you. See what happened to you. Show me how bad you are. Go down there, go downtown, and stand on the marina and say, you can't come out, you got to pay. Go downtown and do that and see what happened. See what happened. See, I'm telling y'all people, black people know who they can bully and who they can't bully. They know it. They know it. Now, we so quick to pull a gun on one another, man, in a heartbeat. And I always tell people, and I'm going to say it again, I know this ain't about crime chasing, but there are somebody right now that's driving around in their car that got a new gun. When I say new, whether it's used or whatever, and they waiting. All they need in their mind to justify shooting is one negative reaction. He looked at me. He mean mugged me. He cut me off. He said something to my girl. He argued with me on social media. That's all they need in their mind, one negative reaction so they can justify in their mind why they shot and killed you. I'm telling you, people, it's somebody right now, as I speak, riding around, walking around, just waiting on you to say something to them. My God. I'm telling you, listen, this is a serious conversation tonight, people. I'm asking black men to stand up and cowards go hide and run. Do what you do. Go on downtown and take over the Sears Tower, the Willis Towers. Go on downtown or take over City Hall. Let me see if you can do it. You know what'll happen to you. It ain't gonna happen. They know it. I'm telling you. See, people, we gotta listen. Black people, we ain't nothing but some actors. We do all that tough talking with each other. But when it comes to white folks, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have you ever seen a black guy get pulled over by the police and everything he says, sir, sir, sir? That's a form of respect. But you don't say sir to your brother, but you say sir to another color. I got to tell the truth, people. I know they don't want to hear this type of talk. I know you got your white friends watching me. I tell them about you, Martin, all the time, but I got to tell the truth. My old preacher said, hey, if you can't say amen, just say I'm the man. You know who I'm talking about.
That's facts.
That's real talk, people. Listen. Black people know they stands here in America. They know they don't run nothing. Politicians, police chiefs ain't running nothing. Pastors ain't running nothing. You ain't got nothing to run. What are you standing on? You a guest over here in America. In America. Black people, you are a guest here in America. And I'm talking to Foundation, Black Americans, whoever. You are a guest here. You don't own nothing or control anything in this country that's worthwhile having. Starting with the water, starting with politics, starting with the military, starting with the education system, starting with the economics, starting with even with the things that are being produced. What do we produce as black people, man? Nothing but chaos with each other. Nothing but chaos. Ooh, there's some deep talking tonight. They might kick me off the internet for this type of talk, but that's okay. I'd rather go down for the truth than go down for a lie. Any day, brother, any day. If I got to fall, let me fall for the truth. I don't want to go down for no lie. Period. Got to be the truth. Nothing else, so help me God. It's real talk, man. I'm waking us up tonight. I'm waking our sober mind up. We got to take it to the next level. We got to strategize. We got to teach each other. Brother, some folks, we can't help people. We can't save them. I'm sorry. We just can't save them. They're not fit for what we need to do. They cowards. They so worried about if something happened to me, who gonna have my wife? Who gonna have my car? Brother, Job said it, naked I came and naked shall I return. You ain't taking none of this with you. Your degrees, nothing. Your children, your wife, your mother, your father, you are not taking nothing with you at all. Trust me. Our women don't respect us as being men. Only thing they are respecting is that dollar. That's it. And that's the only reason why some of these women are with us, because we got a little money and we producing. Don't have no money. She gonna boss you around. I'm telling you. I just got to tell the truth, people. They respecting that money. Period. They fall in love with the hand and not the man. And that's real talk. I'm telling you, people, it's real talk. Y'all have seen people on this live, women come on this live and be very disrespectful to me. I asked them to be quiet. I didn't tell them to shut up. I didn't swear. And they still got to talk. I'm sorry. They done said I'm sorry 5, 6, 7, 8 times. They really don't mean it. When somebody got to apologize that many times, they don't mean it. They don't mean it at all. At all. Wow. Somebody said you've been locked out on the line. Hold on. Wow. They're shutting us down. Okay. The line is still open. It's still open. They shut me down. We can't hear you. Wow. All right, people. That's it. That's it. All right. Bye-bye. Good night.